Channel Japan.
Welcome to Channel Japan. I'm Maki Arai.
And I'm Yasuota.
Every week, we bring you the latest stories out of Japan, right here from our studio in Tokyo. From the economy to culture and food, if you want to know what's happening in Japan, this is where you'll find it. First up is Channel Japan Ranking, in which we rank the hottest products and services in the country. Today, we'll be showing you a ranking compiled by this magazine, Nikkei Trendy, which features the biggest trends in Japan. They've put together a list of hit products and services over the past year.
That's right. The items on the list are those that were launched between October 2011 and September this year. They are ranked based on sales, uniqueness, and impact as judged by the magazine editors. This particular ranking is published over every year and is closely watched by business and consumers in Japan.
So, what became a hit during the past year? Have a look.
Channel Japan Ranking. The end of the year is just around the corner. In 2012, a variety of new products, places, and services generated a buzz in Japan. So this time, we'll show you a ranking compiled by Nikkei Trendy of the top hits in 2012. At number 9, Machikon. Machikon are mass get-togethers organized to revitalize local areas and provide a venue for single men and women to meet. So far, about 1,500 such events have been held across Japan, bringing together 200,000 people. To find out more, we visited a Machikon being held in Kanda, Tokyo. Participants must bring along someone of the same sex. On this day, 200 men and women attended. We asked why they decided to come.
目的は出会いですよね。はい。彼女を作りたいです。
なんかいろんな職種の人と出会いたいなって。
Everyone appears enthusiastic about finding someone here. The venues are 5 restaurants and bars in a shopping arcade. Participants can walk into any one of them for the next 3 hours. Let's take a look. This group of 4 begins by talking about their jobs. 15 minutes later, they've moved on to talking about past relationships. And at another restaurant, one man is showing off magic tricks. Some seem to hit it off and exchange numbers. Then, during the 3-hour time limit, people move to different venues. They say it's to meet as many people as possible. When the night's over, we asked them how it went.
いや楽しかったです。連絡交換できました。番号交換。はい。
また今度飲もうかみたいな話が出ています。はい。
私たちより年上の人がいっぱいいて、年上の人たちの社会の話とかいろいろ聞いてよかったかなって。
Machikon give business to the shopping arcade that hosts the event and a chance for singles to get together. Such events are expected to continue spreading across Japan. Next, at number 8. Kirin Mets Cola. Cola, a globally popular drink, has evolved. The reason for its popularity? It won't make you gain weight. In fact, this cola is said to have the effect of preventing fat absorption. It's a big hit among health-conscious Japanese. At number 7. Mushroom Garden. 1 in 4 Japanese is said to own a smartphone. Mushroom Garden is a free game app that's been downloaded over 20 million times. Nameko are a type of mushroom used as an ingredient in Japanese miso soup. A game that features a character shaped like a nameko is now a big hit in Japan. Players feed the nameko to make it multiply. It's simple. There are a total of 157 types of nameko characters. Everyone appears hooked on trying to collect all of them. The popularity of the game has even spawned actual character goods. Our reporter, Henri Takeda, went to a shop that sells them.
小さいお子様から大人の方まで、すごい大にぎわいですね。
There are a wide range of goods, from mobile phone straps, socks, stuffed toys, and
こちら、なめこ汁まで売ってるんです。
over 2,000 types of related merchandise can be found here.
間抜けな感じがなんか可愛いですね。
やっぱなんかこう癒されますね。
This rather uninspiring character appears to have captured the hearts of consumers. Next, at number 6. Jeans PC. Eyeglasses are no longer just for people with poor eyesight. Jeans PC is a revolutionary product that has turned convention on its head. Launched in September 2012, 800,000 pairs have been sold so far. So what's revolutionary about them? It's said to block blue light waves from computer and smartphone screens that can be harmful to the eyes by about 50%. They're eyeglasses to protect your eyes. At this IT firm, the employees are all wearing Jeans PC. The eyeglasses have been handed out as part of a social welfare program.
光の刺激がこう外した時ってすごく強く感じることが多いので、いかにやっぱり光が軽減されてたのかっていうのがこう外した時に初めてこう実感できるというか。
かけてからは結構目が楽になりました。
Jeans PC aren't prescription glasses, so there's no need for an eye exam. You can now buy them from vending machines, a world first. Eyeglasses and unconventional ideas. By attracting even consumers who have 20/20 vision, they've succeeded in creating a big hit. At number 5. FitCut Curve. Our reporter goes to the stationery section.
あ、こちらですね、ありました。フィットカットカーブです。
These are a revolutionary pair of scissors. FitCut Curve. At first glance, they look like regular scissors. But they're marketed as having 3 times the edge. We decided to test them out.
まず通常のハサミで切ってみたいと思います。
First, cardboard.
切れるんですけど、やっぱり女性だと力がいりますね。では次はフィットカットカーブの方で切ってみたいと思います。 先ほどよりも全然切りやすいですね。最後までパツンと切れました。
Next, a plastic sheet. With regular scissors, it wraps around the edge, making it difficult to cut. But with FitCut Curve, it cuts like a knife. It slices through any material, hard or soft. The secret is the curved blade. Regular scissors have a straight edge. By giving the blade a slight curvature, FitCut Curve constantly opens at a 30-degree angle. This angle is what makes it cut so well. 1.5 million of these scissors have been sold in the 8 months since they were launched. A hit born from the evolution of common stationery. At number 4. Maruchan Seimen. Maruchan Seimen are packaged instant noodles eaten around the world. There are 4 flavors: soy sauce, miso, tonkotsu, and salt. Between January and October of 2012, 147 million packages were manufactured. They're considered the biggest hit product in the industry. So what's the difference with other packaged noodles? Typically, instant noodles are made by steaming, frying, and drying them. They're called fried-type noodles. Or the noodles are steamed and dried, called non-fried noodles. These are the 2 main preparation methods. However, Maruchan Seimen has done away with the steaming process and simply dries fresh noodles. So, Henri, how does it taste?
麺が本当にもっちもちですね。インスタントラーメンなのにラーメン屋さんの麺みたいですっごく美味しいですね。
To make them taste even better, the noodles have varying degrees of thickness depending on the soup flavor. The company spent 5 years developing the revolutionary Maruchan Seimen. This product helped stop a slide in packaged noodle sales and became a huge hit. At number 3. Domestic low-cost carriers. Low-cost carriers have taken off in Japan. Currently, there are 3 providers. Prices are less than half those of major airlines. The reason? A focus on cutting costs. Since staff is limited, boarding is done electronically. What's more, passengers must pay for all services such as food, drinks, and even blankets. The planes are also fitted with more seats, so it can feel a bit cramped. Even so, during the summer vacation period, the 3 airlines all had about a 90% occupancy rate. And in October 2012, a passenger terminal especially for LCCs was completed at Kansai International Airport. Demand is expected to continue soaring. At number 2. Line. Line, an application that can be used on a smartphone, ranks in at number 2. The number of users has exceeded 70 million. By using the internet rather than traditional phone lines, this app allows you to make free calls. Of course, email is also free. One of the features commonly used are these character items called stamps.
スタンプが楽です。なんか会話しなくてもスタンプで表情とかでなんかわかるじゃないですか。これはみんなで遊びに行くのを約束していて、それを楽しみみたいな感じで表してる感じですね。
This means you're tired. And this, please. The fun and ease of being able to have a conversation using just stamps has made this a hit with the younger set. They are sisters.
私たちお父さんと3人でこういうなんか離れて暮らしてるので、お父さんに写真を送ったりとか、
LINE だともうどんどん会話が表示されていくので、すっごく便利。
They say being able to communicate with several people at once is a big attraction. Monthly sales of stamps are reportedly over $3.5 million. There are now even actual character goods. The popularity of LINE is opening up new markets. And finally, the #1 hit product of 2012 is... At #1, Tokyo Skytree.
第1位のスカイツリーがこちらです。すっごい迫力ですね。さすが世界第一です。すごい。
The Tokyo Skytree was opened to the public in May 2012. It is the tallest freestanding broadcasting tower in the world.
It's big, it's tall. I think it's very impressive.
Yeah.
Yes.
The structure soars 634 meters above the ground. So, what's the view like from the top?
うわー、すごいですよ、本当に。景色が全部一望できます。富士山まで。すごい。
On a clear day, you can see all the way to Mount Fuji, Japan's tallest mountain.
もう日本に来たら絶対もうこの景色を見てほしいですね、本当に。
And directly below is a commercial facility known as Tokyo Soramachi. Since the opening of the Skytree, 220,000 people are said to have come here.
もう平日の昼なのにすっごい人ですね。
Inside are 312 restaurants and gift shops. The most popular among overseas tourists is...
食品サンプル屋さんとなっております。わー、すごい。見てください、焼きそばからもう納豆からもういろいろありますね。
Here they sell a Japanese invention, food samples. They're often found displayed outside restaurants in place of a menu and are made to look like the real thing.
It's really interesting. It looks so real.
It's like all my breakfast in one walk.
Many customers are said to buy the sushi magnets. These key holders are also popular. Miniature food samples that you can only find in Japan. The fried fish looks like it's fresh off the grill. And this Japanese sundries shop also has many items that overseas tourists are said to buy. Among them is a doll of a woman in traditional kimono. These chopsticks are hand-carved by craftsmen. In 2012, the Tokyo Skytree attracted attention in Japan as well as abroad. It's sure to generate more excitement in coming years. And those were the hit products in Japan in 2012.
So, Ota-san, I think I've heard most of the items on that list, and one of the things I personally use is LINE. That one, it's very enjoyable, and you use it with your friends to communicate, and it has very unique characters, so they really express your feelings, and it's very fun.
But don't spend too much time in chatting.
Right.
One of the characteristics of this year's hit is that they are products that have been around for a while, but have evolved in some way or another. For example, the instant noodles with an improved taste and texture, or the scissors that have a better edge. A reason for this trend is that the consumer are reluctant to spend more money due to the economic downturn. So they are looking for products that are inherently appealing.
And there's a number of other products that we didn't see in the clip but have caused quite a buzz in Japan. And we have some of them in the studio with us today. I want you to have a look at this one. This is called a tattoo stocking, and it has a pattern that makes it seem like you have a tattoo, and it's a fashion item that's sort of fun and is very popular among young Japanese women. And one company that sells these reportedly sells 480,000 of them every year.
Wow, that's not surprising. Well, this is another product. It's a toy called the Battleborg 20. That lets you box with your opponents. There are two wireless controllers, and if you swing the right controllers, the robot throws a straight right, and if you swing the left controller, it throws a left hook. It's almost as if you are really boxing. So, Arai-san, would you try boxing with me?
Why not? Sure.
Now, ready?
Wait. Okay, I'm ready.
Here you go. Yeah, I'm punching you. Yeah. How is it? I'm
You're
still
good.
fighting.
I win.
How was it? No, I don't think I won.
It's very exciting. And
The sound is exciting.
Yeah.
Move of the arm is it's like natural, like your own arms.
And it really moves as you want it to move.
Yeah, that's right. And they began selling this in July and have sold over already 200,000 of them so far.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing what other fun things we'll be seeing next year. After the break, we'll bring you a popular documentary program. Stay tuned.
For the glorious future, leading the world in service and technology, from Japan to the world. East Japan Railway Company.
Traditional.
Consistent.
Precise.
Speedy.
Professional. Innovative.
Polite. Quality from Japan. The best of business in Asia. SMBC. Sumitomo Mitsui Banking Corporation.
Changing emissions from copper refineries into fertilizer. That is where Sumitomo Chemical got its start. For 100 years, we've been delivering the power of chemistry around the world. And we will continue to help make the world a better place for the next 100 years and more.
Hát úgy, hogy egy távirányítóval át lehet varázsolni nagy autóvá az autós táskát.
สร้างรถขึ้นมาเพื่อดูดอากาศเสียปล่อยเป็นควันธรรมชาติ
We've just added a new power shovel, and it's great.
Really? Who makes it?
Kobelco.
Kobelco? Never heard of it.
It's Japanese. And let me tell you, its fuel efficiency is incredible.
Oh.
Kobelco's power shovel delivers more while consuming less. Just like my sweetie.
Don't say that.
And powerful too.
The talk of the world. Kobelco.
Since ancient times, these massive stones have been bathed in sunlight. Local rituals, dating back to prehistoric times, attest to man's respect for the sun's power. The sun continues to nourish us, always, everywhere.
Today, Panasonic is helping people reduce CO2 emissions with solar panels and other energy management technologies. Panasonic, ideas for life.
The search is on to discover the next creative master of Asia. Japan's leading TV and radio network, TBS, brings to you the Digicon 6 Awards, giving visual artists in Asia an opportunity to create their dreams. Whether it's a short drama, animation, or music video, if it's yours, you may be the next winner of the Digicon 6 Grand Prize. For more details, check out digicon6.com. It's time to create your dreams.
You're watching Channel Japan. In our next segment, we introduce popular Japanese documentary programs. Today, it's an episode from Japanese Dream by TBS. It's about a man who developed a revolutionary map called a red relief image map.
That's right, and this is it. This is a map of Japan. As you can see, the topography is indicated by varying degrees of the color red, so that it looks almost three-dimensional.
So, how are these maps actually used? Have a look.
Japan's ancient tombs are wrapped in mystery, but a red map has lifted the veil. Its inventor is Tatsuro Chiba.
赤っぽい色だと印象に残りやすいので。
His dream is to protect Japan from natural disasters with the power of maps.
防災とかハザードに役立つような地図のあるべき姿みたいなイメージはずっと持ってたんだと思うんですね。
We followed one man's pursuit of a red map designed to make the future safe.
I have a dream.
At the foot of Japan's tallest mountain, Mount Fuji, a group walks through a thick forest. Their guide is a red map. This red three-dimensional map was developed by Tatsuro Chiba. This is part of a training exercise held by Asia Air Survey. The company's employees navigate the forest using Mr. Chiba's red map. We follow behind.
ここから河口ですね。
Sure enough, a crater appears. They are standing in this area, right in the middle of shallow and deep craters. They go check a deep crater that's supposed to be just ahead. A short walk, and it's there.
ちょうどあっちが深いところですね。冷たい風が吹き上がってきますよね。
The difference in the depth of the two craters shows up clearly on Mr. Chiba's map.
これを使えば地面を見て位置が決まるから。
自分の居場所が分かるってことは本当に大変な大切なことですよね。
普通の東方の地図だと真っ白になっちゃってて何も書いてないからね。
With contour maps, the terrain of mountains and valleys can be unclear. But with these maps, they appear in 3D vividly. Side by side, the difference is clear. It's revolutionary. The unusual sight attracts hikers nearby.
気持ち悪いでしょ。
赤だからね。赤だから。こういうくらいリアルにあったら違うですよね。それは
欲しいですよね。すごいここら辺とここら辺すごいよね。
What was supposed to be a training exercise turns into a spectacle. So how were they able to create a map that displays the undulations of the ground surface? From planes and helicopters, lasers are beamed at the ground to make precise measurements. Based on the data, areas are shaded red, creating a three-dimensional map. Using this technique, an ancient burial mound hidden under overgrown trees was uncovered. The map may unlock one of the mysteries of Japanese history. Using the power of maps to protect Japan from natural disasters, there's one place he wants to map above all else. A town where thousands died or went missing in the earthquake and tsunami in 2011, Ishinomaki.
この辺りがもう全く変わっちゃって衝撃的だよね。
This is Mr. Chiba's hometown, more than a year and a half after the disaster. The school where he developed his love of maps.
This このプールで泳いだでしょ。ここまで来たのか。高いね。どう思うかって言ってもね。
There's a small hill in the center of town. Almost everything visible from here was engulfed in the tsunami that day. A map made before the disaster shows how it used to be.
自分がここで生まれ育った時にここの日和山の辺りっていうの高いっていうのは知ってたんですけど、この周りの地面がその微妙にどこが高くて低いかっていうのはほとんど分からなかったですね。でその同じような平らなところでもそのもうちょっと詳しい情報が分かればね違ったと思いますね。
How did this landscape change after the disaster? By finding out, he may be able to save the lives of more people in the future. With this thought in mind, Mr. Chiba begins a new project. He will design a brand new three-dimensional map of his hometown, where the devastation of the disaster is still visible. What changes will be revealed in the map? One week after surveying the town, the map is completed. He uses non-red colors to make it easier to see the topography. There is a clear difference in the color density between areas before and after the tsunami. The coastline shows how the undertow of the tsunami eroded a large swath of the ground.
津波の被害をですね正確に記録するということは今後の防災上非常に重要なことだと思うんですよね。
We We showed the maps made by Mr. Chiba to a researcher involved in the reconstruction of the town.
地域の土地の高さをどれだけ地域の人々が頭の中にしっかり抑え込んでいるかと、しまい込んで理解しているかということこそが大事で、80歳のお年寄りもいれば7歳の子供もいるわけですよ。それが地域ですから、誰もがって同じ共通理解を得られる材料がどうしても必要だと思いますね。赤色立体地図っていうのはそれに道を開くものだと僕は思ってますね。
これ見た感じどうでしょうか、一目で。
We also showed the map to residents of the town.
小学校に逃げたんですけど、その小学校1階まで水来ちゃって違うとこに逃げればよかったねってみんなで話しました。逃げるべき場所が一目で分かるのですごい便利だと思います。
やっぱりみんなの頭の中に入れといてほしいです。はい。できるだけ多くの方に。
地形が分かることによって防災とかあるいは計画とかあるいは普段の生活に貢献できるというか役に少しでも立てれば嬉しいなと思うんですけど、そのためにはもっともっと改良して、そしてもっともっと世界中の人にね使えるような形で提供していきたいと思うんですけどね。
So Ota-san, I imagine these maps will be really helpful in a variety of fields, including tourism or for mountain climbers.
They certainly would. There's apparently quite a lot of interest from overseas. This is a red relief image map of the world that's been exhibited in Indonesia, China, Australia, and several other countries. And as they say, they've gotten numerous inquiries.
Right. Well, just like Mr. Chiba said, I hope these maps can help in disaster preparedness around the world. After the break, we'll be showing you an episode from a popular economics program. Don't go away.
Just a map and a heart full of courage. Our founders started out with little, but they dared to dream big. Today, our reach is global and our resources extensive, but we still have our eyes on the horizon. With courage, reaching out to the world. Mitsui & Company.
The Norin Chukin Bank has a mission to fulfill. We are committed to the advancement of agriculture, fisheries, and forestry in Japan. Backing the network of our people and communities to help and support one another is a source of pride for us. This is our style of banking. We're banking on trusted networks. The Norin Chukin Bank.
Perhaps it's true. Perhaps we've been in too much of a hurry. Day by day, technology advances. But sometimes we need to pause and listen to what nature is saying. Surely, steadily, and lovingly. These, we believe, are the essentials of manufacturing. Our technologies, your tomorrow. Mitsubishi Heavy Industries.
How do we build sustainability into our relationship with Mother Earth? That's Kaiteki, Mitsubishi Chemical Holdings.
Suzuki Way of Life.
Mitsubishi Electric is helping to change the environment for the better around the world.
green subway systems in India.
Green air conditioning systems in Singapore.
Echo changes for a greener tomorrow. Mitsubishi Electric.
Time, it's only time. We are in this time. It's just.
As life moves ever faster, we're an engine that helps your business accelerate. We're an eye that examines your health. We're a gentle light that guides you home. Wish for something better. Trust us to create it.
Giving shape to ideas. Konica Minolta.
You're watching Channel Japan. Next, we'll be showing you an episode from a popular Japanese economics program. Today, it's from Gachiri Monday by TBS. It's about companies that went public in Japan over the past year.
Going public means listing on the stock exchange and making your shares publicly tradable. And it's one way to companies to acquire additional funds. In Japan, there are about 3,500 companies listed on stock exchanges.
Well, let's take a look at some of those companies that went public over the past year.
Today in Gachiri Monday. We went public, 2012. Japan is still in the midst of an economic downturn. Businesses that can go public must be pulling in huge profits. We first arrive at a company called Berg Earth in Uwajima, Ehime Prefecture. They listed on the JASDAQ standard in Osaka in November 2011. So how do they make their money? This bearded man is Mr. Yamaguchi, the president. The company grows seedlings for tomatoes, cucumbers, eggplants, and other produce, and sells them to farmers. Their sales in 2011, $38 million. But how do they sell so much? The reason is a technique used by Berg Earth. The company's specialty is putting two different seedlings together. For example, the top part of a sweet and big tomato variety called CF Momotaro Phyto is grafted with the bottom part of an insect and disease-resistant variety called B. Barrier. Then, sweet, big tomatoes that are insect and disease-resistant can be grown. The company combines all types of seedlings based on orders from farmers. Of course, their biggest corporate secret is the method they use for grafting seedlings. We were given special permission to see the work area. This is the heart of Berg Earth. The grafting room. First, the seedling stem, which will become the root, is cut diagonally. Knowing the exact angle and the length from the root to cut is critical. That will determine whether the plant grows properly, the speed, and the quality of the produce. And that's why they use a measuring sheet to make sure they're cutting to the exact millimeter. Next, they cut the seedling stem from which the produce grow, more than 2/3 of the entire stem and diagonally. Finally, the two seedlings are grafted together perfectly. We spoke to one worker.
大体 人1200ぐらいつきます。
Annually, that comes up to 23 million seedlings. Now, what about the price?
400円も500円も、はい、例えば種代の10倍になったり20倍になったり。
But still, orders flood in from farmers across Japan for Berg Earth seedlings because they make it possible to customize vegetables. Next, we visit IKK, headquartered in Imari Saga Prefecture. They listed on the second section of the Tokyo Stock Exchange in January 2012. So, what kind of company is it? We asked the president, Mr. Kaneko.
ゲストハウスウェディングで上場をしました。結婚式場ですね。
Weddings in this day and age? And in an out-of-the-way place like Saga? But even so, their sales in 2011 were over $145 million. Mr. Kaneko has a unique management strategy that you won't see anywhere else.
人口15万以上の都市を狙ってます。地方都市で。はい。
His focus isn't big metropolitan areas. It's actually mid-sized regional cities. IKK plans weddings mostly in places with populations of over 150,000 and less than 500,000. But why don't they choose big cities with bigger populations and customers? They have their reasons.
その人とのつながりが希薄さがあるんじゃないでしょうか。やっぱり地方はやっぱり密ですよね。人脈を大事にしますし、やっぱつながり大事にしますよね。
Bigger numbers of people get married in big cities. But in recent years, small-scale weddings with only close family and friends have become the trend. In contrast, weddings in regional areas are big affairs with numerous family, friends, and colleagues attending. The result is...
都会は一組当たりの平均人数の招待客は約60名前後ですね。この今治市は128名なんです、我が社は平均。
Weddings in such places are bigger, so the profit is naturally higher. Another characteristic of regional weddings is that they're flamboyant. For example, on this day, the Kitazatos have chosen a barbecue plan. In addition to the meals served at the main event, extravagant dishes are prepared for 104 guests. There are options such as entering the grounds on a white horse or getting married in samurai armor. IKK has continued to grow sales by meeting any and all requests for such over-the-top weddings. At the same time, though, it must be difficult finding couples who want to get married in areas where the population is declining. IKK's way of finding potential customers is quite unique. This is Mr. Kisu, a 6-year veteran in charge of the Imari district. On this day, he visits a large home in the area.
こんにちは。ごめんね、忙しかったの？ね、
よかですよ。
ちょっと最近近くにおらっさんかなと思ってね。
ここら辺は先泊まりに一人お嬢ちゃんがおらす。で、彼氏のおらすけんがひょっとしたら
山口さんとこ？
そう。
He collects information on potential couples. So what's their relationship?
私同級生の息子なんですね、この子が。
Mr. Kisu is originally from Imari, where the company is headquartered. The use of such local connections is the sales strategy of IKK. Next, we visit Kadoya Sesame Mills, which listed on the second section of the Tokyo Stock Exchange in March 2012. They're making money off an extremely popular product in Japan.
これです。角屋のごま油です。
Most Japanese will recognize this distinct-looking bottle.
シェアのどれくらいなんですか？多分5割ぐらいがシェア持ってると思いますね。
They've held off major food companies to keep the #1 spot. So what's the secret of their success?
ごま関連以外は何もありません。ごまに特化してます。はい。
Their bread and butter is sesame. Kadoya was established in 1858 on Shodo Island in Kagawa Prefecture. The island was originally renowned for its noodles, which used sesame oil. Kadoya has been making that sesame oil for over 150 years. Because of their long history in sesame oil pressing, the company has developed a unique technique. Rivals have been unable to replicate the method, allowing Kadoya to remain at the top. So, what exactly is that method? We visited their factory on Shodo Island.
これ何ですか？この機械でごまを焙煎してます。焙煎？はい、ごま油の香りがこの焙煎で決まります。
The most important process in making sesame seed oil is the roasting.
大事なポイントって何なんですか？やはり焙煎温度になります。はい。
If the temperature rises by even 1 degree, the flavor becomes too strong. And if the temperature drops, it becomes too light. At Kadoya, the temperature is strictly controlled. The result of such efforts is annual sales of 24 million bottles for a product they launched nearly 50 years ago. So why did such an established company with a history of 150 years decide to go public now?
もう悲しいから角屋製ご存知ですかっていうのをアンケート取ったらですね、知らないっていう方が割と多いですね。で、このごま油知ってますかということを言ったら、ああ言ってもらえるんですけどね。8割の人が知ってるっていうですね。
They thought a stock market listing would improve brand recognition. What's more,
優秀な人材を確保するという意味でも、やっぱり東証のにある企業の方がですね、有利だということも言えます。
So that's the reason. Next, TNK Toka, headquartered in Itabashi Ward, Tokyo. They listed on the second section of the Tokyo Stock Exchange in March 2012. So, what do? We asked the president, Mr. Masuda.
印刷用インキの製造開発販売をしております。
TNK Toka was established over 60 years ago and makes printing ink. In 2011, their sales surpassed $420 million. The company says there's one extremely profitable ink that pushed them to go public.
これです。UV インキです。UV インキどれぐらい売れてるんですか？当社の売上の約半分ですね。
Sales are nearly $200 million. The reason for its popularity is that it's used in massive amounts across Japan for various things. For example, these containers. This part is UV ink. They have the top market share of 70%. Logos on plastic bottle caps as well. A market share of over 90%. Why is it used so much?
乾くまでのスピードが全然違いまして、UV インキは本当にコンマ1秒で乾きます。 普通のインキだと、数時間から一晩。
It dries in an instant. That's why
いろんなものに印刷できますので。
And even plastics and metals. What's more,
光ですとか水ですとか石鹸ですとか、人の油、いろんなものに変えます。
with UV ink, companies can mass produce printed items and ship them right away. In addition, they can be used on any surface and won't rub off. So, it's in constant demand from major food and drink makers. TNK Toka's UV ink is something that Japanese people see almost every day.
So, Ota-san, there were some interesting companies that went public over the past year.
There certainly were. Berg Earth, which we saw in the video, says more people have gotten to know about the companies after their stock market listing. And what's more, they feel that clients have higher level of trust and more comfortable in doing business with them. And T&K Toka, which makes the UV ink, says they've gotten 20% more prospective university graduates applying for the jobs, including many of the top schools.
Oh, so I guess the branding power that comes with being a publicly traded company is a big attraction for graduates, university graduates.
It sure is.
So it'll be interesting to see what kind of companies go public next year. Well, that's all for this edition of Channel Japan. We have much more in store for you next week, so don't forget to tune in.
Hey, look at this. They're building a huge steel plant with Kobelco technology.
Kobelco? Never heard of it.
It's Japanese. They can make iron with incredible speed. What once took 8 hours can be done in just 10 minutes.
Wow, the Japanese are incredible. The country of karate.
Ha! 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 Karate has nothing to do with it.
True.
The talk of the world. Kobelco.
Traditional.
Consistent.
Precise.
Speedy.
Professional. Innovative.
Polite. Quality from Japan. The best of business in Asia. SMBC. Sumitomo Mitsui Banking Corporation.
How do we build sustainability into our relationship with Mother Earth? That's Kaiteki, Mitsubishi Chemical Holdings.
My parents work at a really great company, which makes cool computers and LCD TVs. Not only that, they build elevators for skyscrapers and zooming fast bullet trains. My mom designs the company's CT scan systems, which spot diseases. My dad develops power generation systems so people will have plenty of electricity. The company where my parents work is Toshiba.
Has anybody finished doing their pictures?
I have.
All around the world, Toshiba technology is hard at work, bringing smarter, faster, more sustainable development to life.
When I grow up, I want to work for people.
For a growing future, Toshiba.
As the future evolves, Toyota is envisioning a more interconnected life where information and energy flow seamlessly throughout the globe. The road ahead will require diverse and eco-friendly mobility solutions. It is on this path that our small choices lead to big changes. Life. Connected. Toyota.
Asia, the engine of the global economy. Japan, a regional powerhouse. And now, direct from Japan, economic news with a global impact in Chinese and English, delivered by Nikkei. Read the future, lead the economy. Nikkei, Japan's leading media for business.